So we just had this hurricane not too long ago, right? Hurricane Isis, Hurricane Iasis. I don't fucking pronounce it. Hurricane Iasis. uh, 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 I don't know how to fucking pronounce it. The one we just had a couple days ago. What is today? The 6th. We had it like what? Like on what? Today's the 6th. We had it like Tuesday or Wednesday or some shit like that. Hurricane Iasis. Hurricane Iasis. Whatever. You know what I mean. I don't know how to fucking pronounce it. Anyway. It came up the East Coast, right? Lots of people lost their power. Cell phone service. People lost cell phone service. I lost cell phone service, right? You know, people have like T-Mobile or Boost or AT&T or Sprint, whatever service, whatever they have, right? Verizon. Lots of people lost cell phone service. Lots of people lost internet power. You know, internet, whatever. Lots of people lost power. So once, you know, my power came back on, and you know, I started to wonder, oh my God, I got friends in Boston, I got friends in Florida, I got friends in Maine, I got friends in Connecticut, I got friends, you know, all up and down the East Coast, right? I got friends up and down the East Coast. So I started sending out emails, right? I have a friend in Florida, Melissa. I got a friend in Boston, Kimberly. I got a friend in Maine, Jen, right? I heard back from 2 people. 2 people I heard back from. I heard back from Melissa, and I heard back from Kimberly. Melissa's down in Florida, right? I asked her, you know, she said the storm didn't really hit her. She said, you know, she's doing fine down there, and you know, she got like warm, sunny weather, and you know that, you know, she used to live up here in New York, whatever, and she moved down to Florida because she hated, you know, cold weathers and, you know, snow and ice and all that shit. I like warm weather too, but not the humidity, right? It's the humidity that gets you. You can be like in 70, 80, 90, whatever, but it's the humidity that gets you, right? You're outside and you're sweating your asses off, right? You got the humidity going, you know, you got your AC going, and you know. So that's why my friend Melissa moved down to Florida, because you know, she didn't like the cold weather, the snow, the ice, the freezing rains, and you know, scraping off the cars in the wintertime and plowing. Yeah, so she moved down. I have a friend in Boston, Kim. I heard back from her, right? But I didn't hear back from my friend in Maine. I didn't hear back from my friend in Maine. We had this big tornado storm, thunderstorm, tornado storm, hurricane Iasis, whatever, right? Lots of people lost power. Lots of people lost cell phone service. Lots of people lost internet internet. Internet power, cell phone service. So even before the storm came, right, I would always email my friend up in Maine, and like I don't hear from her. So I never know what's going on, right? A few months back ago, like during like March, April, May, we like because of this whole quote unquote virus that's supposedly going on, right? Here in New York, we had to go through phase 1, then phase 2, then phase 3, then phase 4, right? There was only 4 phases, right? It was phase 1. It was like you couldn't really do much. The malls were closed. You couldn't walk in the banks. You really couldn't do much. I was flipping out. I was pissed. You couldn't really do much. Then phase 2 rolled around. And phase 3, right? Phase 3, lots of things were starting to reopen again, and blah blah blah, whatever. And then finally phase 4, like the malls and other big venues started to open up. So yeah, I have a friend in Maine. She's not telling me anything, right? I send her emails, I handwrite notes, and I mail, like I want to know like what's going on up in Maine, right? Like how's just like the weather, or like when things were closed down here, like we had to go through phase 1, then phase 2, then phase 3, then phase 4. I sent her emails and wrote her letters saying, "Oh, what's going on up in Maine? What's, are certain places that are open? Are certain places closed? What venues can you do? Are malls or what parks? Because down here, right." Our mall was closed, right? Poughkeepsie Galleria, that was closed for, because they had the malls, well, and then the mall finally opened up because of the people they had to spend like thousands of dollars to get like certain air filtrations or whatever, bullshit, whatever. But during the mall, like Best Buy was kind of was only by you order online and you drive up there and they come out and they bring you whatever you ordered, right? Target was open because Target you can go in and do a little bit of food. They have like clothing. There's a you can get like food in there. So yeah. Later on in August, movie theaters will be allowed to open. Go to regsmovies.com, right? regsmovies.com. So late August of this year, movie theaters will be allowed to open. So, but like bowling alleys, they're still closed, and others, churches are allowed to open, but like now it's only like, first it was like, if you want to have like group setting, whatever, first it was 25%, and then now it's 50%, right? Oh, like only like 50 people are allowed to go, 50% of people, whatever. They were like, and like with restaurants around here, right? At first you had to do like, restaurants are closed or something, and you could only do like maybe like curbside or shit like that. And like with restaurant you could do outdoor seating, right? You could do outdoor seating as long as the weather's nice, instead of if it's a torrential downpour, right? You're not going to be sitting outside having a beer or having some food or whatever. You're not going to be like the rain, like the hurricane we just had, right? But yeah, certain restaurants are still, you can still, eat outside as long as it's nice out, right? I drive by some of these restaurants half the time, and there's tables outside, there's tables, chairs, ladders, TLC match, tables, ladders, and chairs, tables, ladders, and chairs, TLC match, tables, ladders, and chairs. Anyway, you know what I mean. And then like other stuff started to open up, right? You can now actually go inside the restaurant, like and certain bars, right? You couldn't just like go inside and you couldn't just go inside a bar and just have beer, right? You might go inside, yeah, I'll have a couple of beers. Now they want you to eat something, right? Now they want you to eat something, right? You have to order food, maybe like have like I don't know whatever you like eating, maybe like an apple pie or maybe some chicken wings or maybe like a small steak and pretzels and now that because if you walked into a bar and just ordered beer, there was like some kind of rule that if you didn't order any beer, or there was some kind of rule or whatever that if you didn't order any food, then I guess that these places would lose their liquor license or something because they weren't whatever the bullshit was, because we have some fucking dictator named Andy fucking Cumho, when you're jerking your dick, looking at porn, you're jerking your dick and the white jizz, shoots out, you're jerking your dick looking at porn, right? Cumho. Andy fucking Cumho. Right? I fucking hate him. So other places started to open up, right? Like restaurants, you can go in the restaurants. Now, some you can do outside as long as the weather's nice, or if you go inside, you can get some food, grub, some drinks. Bowling alleys really aren't open right now. Bowling alleys, they're not open right now. I was looking, they said that theaters aren't open now, but theaters are opening up late August. I think it's maybe the week of the 16th to the 21st or something like that. Later on in August, something like that. The 16th to the 21st, whatever. Third week in August, they start to open up. Yeah, but the mall is open. Theaters are going to open up. Bowling alleys, I don't know when that's going to happen. But yeah, so a lot of places are now open now, right? My friend in Maine doesn't tell me jack shit. My friend in Maine doesn't tell me jack shit, right? I send her emails, write her letters, asking, what are some updates, what's going on up in Maine, blah, blah, blah. Nothing. I hear nothing. And now, since we had this storm, right? Like before, when we were going through stage one, phase 2, I would send her emails, letters. Never hear back. I never heard back. So now we had this storm, right? Hurricane Iasis. Hurricane Iasis, right? Lots of people lost power. They lost cell phone service. They lost internet connectivity. They lost their internet, and because you lose your internet, you lose your power or cell phone service because of the storm. Lots of trees came down, poles. People lost a whole bunch of power, electricity, and cell phone service. But so, my friend in Maine, she used to live down here in Poughkeepsie many years ago, right? She used to live down here in Poughkeepsie. She met some guy at work one time, one day or whatever. She met some guy when she was working, whatever, at some job down here when she used to live down here. She then moved to Maine with him, right? I guess because her boyfriend's parents lived in Maine, and he, she moved up to Maine to be with him, right? I hardly ever hear from my friend in Maine. I hardly ever hear from my friend up in Maine. Last time I saw her was back in 2018 or something like that. 2018 or 19 or whatever. I don't know. But when she was down here, we went down to the city, walked around. We didn't drive down to Manhattan or whatever. No, we parked at a train station, and took the train all the way down. The train, the subway, whatever you want to call it, and we got out and walked around for a good long couple of hours. We walked around for a good long couple of hours, And we came back at like nighttime. We came back around like maybe like I don't know, between, like 7, 8 o'clock at night. I never really hear from her that much. Last time I heard from her, she said that she wanted to crawl into a hole and well, let me see if I still have the message. She said, right? Let me see if I still have it on here. Come on. I need a fucking new phone. Come on! Come on! August 2nd. Here it is, the 6th, right? So, she said, the hell did she say last? Fuck. I fucking deleted it. Delete the message, damn it! I did the goddamn message. Fuck. She was saying something that she wanted to go crawl into a hole or something, or nobody could bother her or whatever or something. So this is back in August 2nd, right, when I last heard from her. August 2nd was Sunday. Here it is, Thursday, right? Speaking of, there's a guy in Texas. We'll get to that in another video. We'll get to that in another fucking video. I like to hear from my friends every so often, right? I got a friend Shane who lives way out in the west. I got Jared who lives in Nevada. My friend Kim who lives in Boston, who I hear from her from time to time, and I got my friend Melissa in Florida. But I never hear from my friend up in Maine, and it really, really bothers me. It bothers me that I don't hear from my friend up in Maine. It just really, really bothers me. I tell people to get Snapchat, right? My friend Shane has Snapchat, Jared has Snapchat, some of my local friends around here, they have Snapchat. I tell Kim to get Snapchat, she won't do it. My friend Kim's in Boston, Melissa's in Florida. Melissa won't, I know she won't get Snapchat, whatever, but I tell people to get Snapchat so that we can, keep in contact every day or whatever. Like this friend I had this girl Christine. She's out in the West, right, California, whatever, right. She's always updating on Snapchat, Instagram, blah blah blah. So some of my local friends, right, they have Snapchat. Jared's got Snapchat. Shane has Snapchat. Kim in Boston. I tell her to get Snapchat, but she doesn't have it yet. She won't get it, whatever. She says, "Oh, go on." With Snapchat, right? You can send videos. You can send text messages. Right? You can even record a message to somebody. You can hit the button and record a message to someone. Be like, "Oh, hey Tom, I'll be there at 5 o'clock to come by and pick you up." 5 o'clock. You send a message like I say I got Tom. Tom, I'll be there at 5 o'clock. I'll come by and pick you up. Say when I wake up in the morning or whatever. Say he wants to hang out later on, whatever, and I'll send him a message like, "Oh, fuck it, get you up here." I'll send him a message around maybe 11 or 12. Be like, "Oh yeah, Tom, I'm kind of doing laundry right now. Blah blah blah. I'll see you around 5:30. So yeah, you can record messages for people on Snapchat. You can send text messages. You can send pictures on Snapchat. You can send videos on Snapchat. Kim in Boston, please get Snapchat. But yeah, it just bothers me when I don't hear from my friend in Maine. It bothers me. It bothers me that I don't hear from my friend. I hear from Kim in emails. I hear from my friend Melissa down in Florida in emails. Jared, I on Snapchat. I hear from my friend Shane, and the storm is now gone, right? I don't know if my friend up in Maine doesn't. I don't know if she has power. I don't know if she has cell service. I don't know if she has internet. She never gets back to me. I don't know what the hell's going on up there. I don't know if she is still without power. I don't know if she lost her internet, whatever. I don't know. I wish you would keep me in the loop of what the fuck is going on. I've known her for 20 plus years. I've known my friend for 20 plus years. I met her in high school, right? I met her back in high school during the 1990s, right? I was a senior, she was a sophomore, whatever, you know. I was about ready to graduate, and she was one grade below me, right? And you know, I met her like walking through a hallway. I don't know how, but I was like maybe walking through the hallway, whatever, and you know, I thought she was cute. I walked up to her and you know, introduced myself, and we started hanging out, blah blah, you know. She's now up in Maine. Like we had this storm, Hurricane Isis. It started like, you know, coming from up to Florida, and then it came inland, and it might have made its way, you know, through South Carolina, North Carolina, and then, you know, all the way up, and then it hit, you know, it hit New York pretty bad. Everyone lost power, cell phone service, internet, whatever, and so, you know, and then the electric companies and so on, we're trying to get everything back together, back all of connected again, and you know. So my friend in Maine doesn't keep me in the loop. I don't know if she's still without power. I don't know if she's still without cell phone service. I don't know if she has internet or whatever. I don't know. I wish she would keep me in the loop every single day. I wish I would hear from her every single day. I hear from Kim in Boston. I hear from Alyssa in Florida. I hear from Jared out in Nevada. I hear from Shane out in Washington. Jared's on Snapchat. Shane's on Snapchat. This girl Christine's out in California. She's on Snapchat. Melissa, I just hear from her in emails, and Kim out in Boston, I hear from her like an email, because like I like to hear from my friends every day or every other day, just to see how, you know, what they're doing, what they're up to, blah blah blah, you know. Just a simple, hey, I'm doing fine, I'm doing this, I was doing that, whatever. Sorry I couldn't get back to you. I was doing this. I was just a simple, send me an email or send me a text message, or get on Snapchat. Send me just let me know how you're doing. Just let me know how the fuck you're doing. Send me an email or a text message, or get on Snapchat and be like, oh yeah, I just saw I just watched this awesome band, My friend in Maine, I don't know if she's still without power. I don't know. I don't know if she lost cell service. I don't know. I don't know if she lost her internet, whatever. I don't know. I don't know if there's still trees on the falling roads, if there's trees hanging on wires or whatever. I don't know. She never lets me know what's going on. She never ever lets me know what's going on. Pisses me off. Pisses me off. Yeah. All right, I just wanted to give a quick update.